had an interesting week.
Did you?
I had a really interesting week. So this last week, my mom was taken to court. They were trying to take like, I'm gonna say around 60,000. So like 5 years ago, when I was in high school, she got into a car accident. Okay, it was snowing and it was icy, and yeah, it was like a regular car crash. Like, it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah.
Like, everybody went home. It was fine. And obviously, like, there was like a little court, and insurance paid the people, and they wanted more money, but they lost it. They didn't provide medical records. They were fine. So the court sided with my mom, and she didn't pay them anything. So
As she should.
yeah. So 5 years later now, they reopened the case. They did. Yeah. So they wanted money. They were claiming they were injured. And so this time it was a jury court. Like, there's jury duty and everything.
It was that big of a fucking deal?
So they were claiming that they were really hurt.
5 years later.
Yeah, 5 years later, okay? So remember, they didn't have medical records the first time. This time around, it looked like in their favor. They had medical records. They had a doctor testify.
What?
He wasn't physically there. He was, like, through a letter. And so it was weird because they didn't have the medical records the first time, and it magically appeared.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this doctor prescribed them medication, like muscle relaxers and painkillers.
That is wild.
That is wild. They had x-rays done and MRIs, and they were perfectly fine, but this doctor gave them painkillers. They asked for the prescription. No prescription records were given. They didn't have them. The doctor said, I just don't have them. They must have gone lost. Yeah. Dude, this doctor was most definitely paid off.
That's probably. So sounds like it. Because there's no fucking way.
No.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I was sitting there, and as much as I'm telling you guys these little things where it's like, oh, obviously they're lying, I was like, oh, this jury duty, like, doesn't really know, like, the past of this case. Like, I was like, they're gonna win. Like, my parents are literally about to have to pay $60,000. But luckily the jury duty, like, they listened to every little detail that they could have easily missed, and they sided with my mom at the end.
As they should.
Yeah, surprisingly enough somehow. But guys, I was sitting in that court case, and I kept looking at their faces, like, when they testified, and I was like, oh, like, these people are just evil. Like,
they just probably just wanted money. They just wanted to get paid.
Yeah. They wanted money, and like, them sitting up there, like, their innocent voice, and like, this happened, and I know the truth. I knew the truth, like, how she got off, yelled at my mom, like, and she skipped right over it. And like, I was like, bro, like,
why don't you say that part?
Yeah. So luckily when my mom testified, and she said it, she was like, yeah, she came out of the car and she yelled at me, and I just felt like a damn, like, that right there, like, just proves that they're liars, because they just left it out.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny is when we left the court, their car was still fucked up.
Sorry.
I saw their car. Yeah.
So they didn't even use the money to fix their car.
No, because they
That's so wild.
they thought they were gonna get more.
Yeah.
Sí, hay gente así.
Yes. Yeah. They just want it for the money.
Yeah.
Dude.
So that case cannot be reopened, but if they're watching this, dude, your karma, it got you in the ass.
Exactly. And that's what I was telling you too. When you were first telling me, I was like, girl, if your mom loses the case, like, karma will get them back regardless. Like, something, you know, like, don't even, like, worry about it. But I had a feeling that your mom was gonna win.
Yeah,
I feel
same.
like when there's jury duty involved, I feel like usually they really, like, side with the person. I mean, obviously there's, like, rare cases where they're like, they side with the other person, but I feel like usually, like, in cases like that, especially, you know, like, I feel like they side with the person.
Yeah.
With the other person. So
like, I was sitting there, I was listening to everything they were saying, and I was like, damn, like they have the medical records this time around. If they're real or not, like, the doctor's still testifying, saying that they're real.
That's so crazy.
I feel like there should be like a statute of limitations on that. Like, 5 years later, like, how are they gonna, like, allow that?
Right.
Like,
Hell yeah.
Bless you. So yeah, I can sit here and say all these little things, but yeah, It was crazy.
Yeah, that's so wild. I kind of have a similar story to that too. I was actually the one in the accident, so it was so I was getting out of like an exit. I don't even know how you would even say it, but it's so it's like in a plaza, and I was turning left, and it was dark out already, so I'm turning left, and this car like is obviously driving to go straight. There was another light right there, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I don't see the car. True fact, that girl didn't have her headlights on, so that's why I couldn't see her. Yeah. Technically, right. But technically, but technically, it also is on me anyway because she had the right of way, right? Mm. That's what you call it. Yeah. So I was at fault, which is fine. But as soon as this girl comes out of the car, she literally like has her phone out already, and she's like, "Why the fuck did you hit me?" Like, you know, all that crazy stuff. Yeah, like she's already going crazy, and I'm like, "Girl, it's okay." Like, I was like, "Are you okay?" Like, I was being civil. Yeah. And I was like, "Are you good?" And she was like, "No, you fucking hit my car and this and that," and still recording me. I was like, "Can you put your phone down?" I was like let's just smack it right out of you. Let's just call the police. Yeah. Let's just call the police. I was like, "Well, you know, let's just chill." And whatever, she was like all pissed off and stuff, and my brother was actually with me. So the way that the car got hit, I don't know how it happened, but because it's weird now that I think about it, but my brother was the one that got hit. So I think like I don't know, like I don't know how we even hit now that I'm thinking about it. Mm-hmm. Because if he's on the right and she got hit in the front, I think it was her whole front then maybe, I don't know. That's weird now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, point of it all is like my brother got hit, like his side of it of his side. But I can't even talk. Okay. Anyway, whatever. So we get the report, the cops come, they blame me, which again, it's my fault. And then nothing, right? I get my insurance to pay my car. I have to pay my deductible. That girl gets her money, no biggie. Ugh. Yeah. So literally like months later, I get a letter that I have to go to court. And it's because this girl wanted more money.
Oh my fucking God,
yeah,
man.
So now I have to go to court, and now it's this whole thing. So she was asking for more money. So we get to court. Ugh, this shit still pisses me off. But we go to court, and it was pretty much like a pre-hearing. So like this was for them to like hear if the case was even worth like even doing or whatever. Yeah. So we walk in, right? And this girl has the miniest skirt. Like, she has her tatas out. Mm-hmm. Like, all, like, cute, right? Like a stripper. Right. It, like, all cute, heel. Like, yeah, like a stripper. That's what she looked like. She looked like a hooker. Ooh. Yeah. Anyways.
No shame in being a hooker, but
true. Yeah, it was disgusting. Hey, you ain't gonna win the judge like that.
I mean, who knows? She could be like, so anyways. Like,
well, it clearly didn't work.
It hurt more on this side.
Right. Oh, my God. Imagine. Ugh. Thank you. Okay, anyway. So, they call us up, and this girl pretty much is like, "Oh, well, I want more money." And I guess, like, she didn't have proof of something, or the judge was, like, saying, like, "Okay, well, if you guys want to go through this, like, you guys can go through it." And I was like, okay, because, like, I was like, whatever, I don't care. I was just like, yeah, sure or not. Like, this girl was fighting it. She wanted her money, so she was like, yeah, I want to fight it. So whatever. So then we have another court date and stuff, and same thing. This girl comes back, tatas out, mini ass like dress and everything. Like, she was going out.
Una sucia.
See, like, she was going out. That's literally what my mom said.
Yeah.
And we get up there, and he the judge just pretty much, or she starts like saying like, oh, and this is like exactly how she was talking. She was like, oh, well, you know, I had to go to the doctor afterwards, and yeah, and I was really hurt, and you know, the money that they gave me just wasn't enough to fix my car, and this and that, and it came out of my pocket, and like that. And so literally, like, he didn't even ask me any questions, and he was just like, well, did you accept the money? And then she was like, yeah. He was like, then I can't do anything about it. She was pissed.
So you guys see her reaction.
Yeah. She should have fought it, like, before she even accepted it.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why I knew, like, with Steph, too, and I kept telling her, I'm like, dude, I was like, I'm pretty sure your mom's going to win it because they already accepted money.
Yeah, but the insurance wasn't, they actually ruled it out.
Oh.
They weren't allowed to talk about insurance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why my judge brought it up, but he brought it up. I think it just depends on the judge too.
I don't know what these people did.
Yeah, that's
Because how the
freaking
fuck did
weird.
they get a whole court case with jury duty?
Yeah.
it's crazy.
For real.
Like, they did something.
I don't know, man. Because
And
I didn't have jury duty.
I just want to say,
Dirty.
allegedly they bought that doctor out, because I don't want to say they did, but allegedly.
I think they did. Hell yeah, they did. What the
Allegedly.
No, I think so. I think so. But anyway,
These
I think we
people-
both won.
fuck? Damn, must be nice to win a court case. So
It felt beautiful.
So I actually do have something similar to that. Not really, because I kind of lost it. So I did go to jail before. I know all y'all know this. I don't think I told y'all the story about how I actually went to jail, right?
Hey.
No, right? Okay, so when was this? This was in November 2020. So I was 19 at the time. And I was out with some friends, well, friends or whatever. And we were drinking. And that's when I actually had like a really bad drug addiction. But just put this out there. So it was just like when my life was just hitting like rock bottom or whatever. And I was mixing liquor with Xanax. And you know that shit's always so bad because you just black out and just transport somewhere else. So I transported into a whole different in a cell. So how it happened was, so we were hanging out, and like I said in like a previous episode, I was the only one with the car. Mm-hmm. So I was driving, and then so we went to the city just to cruise around or whatever, like try to have like a good time. And then, like, we drop off. So me and my old friend, so me and her, we go to one of the guys that we were with. Because it was, like, 4 different guys that we were with. Mm-hmm. We were wilding back then. So we went.
Not anymore?
No, hell no! So
Wilding in different ways.
yeah, so we went. So once we were done cruising, we were done drinking. We were just like, okay, we'll just go chill at old boy's house. So we go to his house, and then we start smoking. So that's when it really starts to hit me. That's when I start blacking out like really bad because
I can't imagine.
because liquor, pills, and then weed. It's just like
Yeah, that's wild,
yeah.
actually.
So it's like
Yeah.
a whole different thing. So then I remember my best friend that was there, in paz descanse, he told me that he said that like they were trying to take my car keys away because my dad was calling me, hey, you gotta come home, it's late, like you're in the city, like I want you home. So I'm like tripping a little bit, like I'm like, well, I gotta get home, my dad's worried about me, well, this and that. And they were supposedly they were telling me, no, like you can't drive, like look at you, like you don't look okay, like you're not fine, like you don't even know where you're at.
Yeah.
And so the girl was like, oh no, it's fine, I could drive. She was just the same as me. Like she didn't even know what was going on. She didn't even know who was who. She probably didn't even know her own fucking name.
Oh my gosh.
So I think, I don't know why, but we got arrested like away from my house. Like we got arrested like towards more in like the ghetto, like in the city. And so we got stopped because we crashed like pretty bad. Like the car was like completely totaled, like the front, like it was so fucking bad. And I remember bits and pieces of it that the cop was being super nice. This bitch was just like being like rude as hell to them. Like, no, like I'm fine. Like I'll fight all y'all. Like just being extra with them. And I'm over here trying to be civil. I'm like, no, like officer, like I'm gonna be real with you. I'm so fucked up. Like I can't even walk a straight line. Like I remember them telling me, can you walk a straight line? And I tried to, but I kept stumbling. Like I couldn't do it, and I was laughing. And they were laughing at me. They're like, okay, yeah, you're not okay. So then they bring a breathalyzer.
They were laughing at you.
So no, so before we crashed, we got out of the car to see how it looked, and it looked pretty bad. And then the cops pull up, and they were like, "We just saw the way you were driving. Like you're not okay. Like we're gonna do some tests." And that's when all that happened. And they brought out the breathalyzer. And then they saw how fucked up I was that they even brought the ambulance because of how horrible I was. Yeah, I was so fucking bad. So I remember them taking me. So they take me to the hospital in handcuffs. And that's where like the hospital took some blood tests, and that's when they saw all this shit in my system.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then that's when they took us in handcuffs again, and then they took us to jail. So that's where we stayed the night. And then I woke up confused as hell. I'm like, how the fuck did I get here? Like what did I do? Like I was so confused. And then like we were there for like the whole day. They took my mugshot. I called. They had me call someone. They're like, do you have anyone you could call? I was like, yeah. Like I gotta call my dad because my mom was in Mexico at the time, so it was just my dad. So I called my dad, like crying. I'm like, Dad, like I fucked up. Like I'm so sorry. Like I can't believe I put you through this. He's like, Mija, it's because I've been telling you, like stop hanging around those people. Like they're not gonna bring you any good. And then so we hung up. Well, I hung up, and then they took my mugshot, and y'all already see my mugshot.
That's actually kind of iconic mugshot.
It is. You look cute too.
No, dude, oh my god, I look so fucked up. I'm like smiling in it too. My eyes red as hell. So then after that, so they put me in a cell, and I'm like there for like hours and hours and hours, and it's finally time. They're like, oh, like you could leave, like you're out on I bond. And you know what that is, right? Where like the city, they pay for your bond because they're like, okay, well, she didn't do anything that bad. Like, okay, it's a DUI. So yeah, so then me and my friend leave, and then so they sent us to a whole different police station, and like we had to walk like blocks, like in the fucking hood at like oh
my god.
Yeah, like you know how they take well, I don't know if y'all know, but like when you get locked up, like they take away your shoelaces. So I didn't have shoelaces. I had my shoes all like I have fucking like flip-flops.
Wait, didn't give them back?
We had to go to a whole different like police station to grab our stuff. We didn't have phones. I didn't have we didn't have our phones. We didn't have like our sweaters. Like we didn't have anything.
No.
Yeah, so we were just like cold, like trying to like walk to go get our stuff. So we finally found it because like the day after you do Zans, like you're still kind of not fully there. So we were still kind of like stupid at the time. So we finally find it like fucking 3 hours later. So it's already like 11 at night.
Damn.
Yeah. So we finally get our stuff, and that's when I call my dad. I'm like, Dad, like you gotta come get me. Like I'm so sorry. And then I told him the whole story, and like,
oh my god.
yeah.
How what was your dad's reaction?
He kind of knew that I was going through a lot. Like he already knew what was going on with me. Like he was like, Mika, like I don't even know what to tell you anymore. Like I try to like better you and like tell you like, oh, just stay away from them, but I know you're not gonna listen. So whatever happens, like it's gonna happen for a reason. So you're the only one that could control like who you hang around with.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, okay, like I'll try to stop hanging around with them. I didn't. I didn't learn till I like turned like 20. So like a whole year later, like that's when like my life was like rock bottom. But then after that, so then I still have to go to fucking court 5 years later. So yeah.
So how did the court go?
They just keep moving it. So I had to take the whole court system. So I just had to go to court. They kept moving it for like 3 years, and then 3 years later they stopped it. They're like, okay, no, yeah, like she's fine. So they got me in for reckless driving. They took my DUI out of like my record, and then now like a year later they reopened the case where I had to like do like drug tests. I had to take DUI classes. I had to take drug classes, and now they just sent me a letter saying that I have to go to like a meeting about talking about like drinking and stuff.
But the drug test came back good.
Yeah, negative and everything. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I don't know why they reopened it because I still had to spend like $400 on the tickets that I pay. That I've been paid them. So I had to spend another $400. I had to spend $200 on the fucking dumbass classes that I had to take, and then. Yeah, so now what they're gonna do, they're gonna send me to the city to go to court and then just talk about, like, just don't drink and drive. After
That's
5
so
years
weird
later.
That they reopened it and they saw you're sober and they're still making you do all this.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so fucking stupid. Like, I'm clean. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be clean off Xans. It's gonna be 4 years in April.
Wow. Yeah.
That's good. So you were the one driving?
I don't remember.
Oh,
I'm guessing if you got that.
Yeah. Because do you know what the girl got?
Yeah, because she also got a DUI, and she also got like 12 tickets, and I got 12 tickets. So we both got the same punishment, and so I think they just said that we were both driving.
That's so weird.
Because we both got out of the car, like, looking really fucked up.
Okay.
And then, like, we got back in the car trying to just, like, flee the scene. But that's when the cops stopped us. They're like, your tire's out of, like, your place. Your bumper's not even there. You don't have any headlights. Like, you completely totaled your car.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of the car?
I don't anymore. I think my dad has it. But
I seen it. It was bad.
Yeah, I do not even want to look at that. Yeah. That's when I was really rock bottom. Horrible.
And you're lucky that you learned all this at 20 years old. That's still very young.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Because like I said, like I've been clean. Like I don't even drink and drive anymore. We get a ride there, or like we like, you know.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, no, I'm done. That's
good.
it.
That's good. Yeah, because driving under the influence is like really scary because it could also be like. Luckily, you didn't hit anyone, right?
Yeah, look at I didn't die.
That's
what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I could have died. Like, that could have been the day I died.
But I'm also saying, like, imagine if you, like, yeah,
like if I killed someone
killed someone, yeah.
I would have been in jail. I would have,
Drinking and
yeah.
driving is just not.
No, because when you're in that state, you're like, oh, no, I got it. I could do it. But I kept blacking in and out. Because I was drinking and then doing, like, the other stuff. And it was just a whole...
Yeah, you were just really, really young, like I said. I think...
I was being stupid.
Yeah. When you're young, you believe things. Like, I remember way back then, people would say, like, oh, I actually drive better when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm high
That's
or
not
whatever.
true.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not true at
That's
all.
because you can't see yourself. You're seeing double. Like, you're not seeing shit.
Literally. No, seriously. That's...
Yeah, and then ever since then, I try not to. Well, I don't actually. I don't drink and drive like that anymore. Like, I actually get scared now because I'm like, okay. Because it's like the trauma that you get after that. Yeah, because I still have to fight the fucking the court case like 5 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
No, as fucked up as it is, it still doesn't make sense that they reopened the case because you had already done everything.
They didn't give you a reason?
They didn't. I think they said because I missed something. And they were like, well, we got to reopen it again because you didn't do it within the year. But it was just like, it was just something stupid. I feel like they were just looking for a reason just to get money out of me again.
For sure.
That's what it is.
I had a lawyer and everything. Old boy was so fucking expensive too. Only for him just to give me reckless driving.
Yeah.
Like, no, the money that I gave you should just take all that shit off.
Yeah.
Or no, am I wrong?
I mean, I think reckless driving is better than a DUI.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my DUI isn't even on my record anymore.
There
it's
you
just
go.
It's just reckless driving. That's all I have.
Yeah.
That's really
I
good.
mean, yeah, that's
something.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know how much
definitely.
you paid the lawyer, but that's better than a DUI.
Yeah, because I was in a whole year. So that year, so I was in supervision for a whole year. And if I were to get caught again under the influence, then I would have gone to jail again.
Yeah.
And y'all would have gotten, like, send me money.
Yeah.
Y'all would have had a call. I would have had a call.
We would have gotten phone calls from whatever prison you were at.
You have an incoming call from what's up, Herrera? And then y'all would have to send me money
For that ramen.
Yeah, and then just like send me pictures of I don't know how life is going.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. Letters. Old
Letters
school.
and letters.
Send me a drawing.
Yeah, literally, I was gonna say, I remember when my uncle was in jail, he would send us drawings all the time.
Those prison drawings are actually kind of cute.
why are they
I'll
all
admit
good at
that.
drawing?
Yeah.
I think they just copy it.
Yeah, it's not them.
No,
they
definitely not.
get it from because they get like a coloring book, and that's how they get
Oh my
it.
god,
Yeah.
dude, what the
So it's all a lie.
This whole time I'm like, they're all like artistic.
No.
Hey, they got all the time in the world in jail.
Yeah, they do.
They're like, they've been there for so long that they picked up this hobby. They just got so
Would you
good.
guys have gone and visit me if I went to jail?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Why not? That's not my
All
first
of us,
time.
we film a podcast there.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine.
We give you a voice
Straight out of jail.
Oh my god.
Well, Liz, that's pretty wild.
I
I'm
know.
not gonna lie to you.
Getting arrested.
Everything,
Yeah,
man.
that's
I mean,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, it's a good thing that you're here and you're still with us. So,
Yeah.
you know. But literally, you know. I mean, all of us. You know?
Yeah. For
But I mean, speaking of wild, have you guys ever done anything wild, or should I start with mine? Because mine is pretty funny.
Go ahead. We could go like this.
Oh, okay. So I was in 6th grade, and listen, I was bad.
No.
Bad
Bad to the bone. Da-na-na-na-na. So I don't know what was my deal and stuff, but I would just for one thing or another, I would just get in trouble.
Yeah.
I would get in detentions. I was just bad.
Were you the class clown or you were just
Bad as hell.
bigger than that?
Honestly, I don't know. I think I just have my issues too.
Yeah,
But
we all got some demons.
yeah, but we I didn't want to go to my music class. So then I would ditch my music class with my one other friend. So we
Not
would-
music class.
Right.
Sounds so easy.
Hey, it was boring.
You guys didn't play the clarinet?
No, girl, this was in like 5th grade, 6th grade. It was 6th grade.
Yeah,
we were
but-
still taking music class.
Flute.
Yeah. Oh, that thing.
No, not in 6th grade anymore.
Yes?
Not with us. It was boring. Hey, it was boring.
Okay.
Well, in that year, because I also took, I was also in band and choir, but during that time, I think that teacher was just lame.
Oh, okay.
So I just didn't want to be there. So whatever. So me and my one friend would ditch, and we would go to one of our favorite teachers' classroom, and he would let us too, and we would just be chilling.
There's always that one teacher.
And that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. And
Definitely.
it wasn't just us; it was a couple of our other classmates too. And so we would just be chilling, and anytime we would, every time that it was that period, like every day, we would just go straight to his class.
Chill with old boy.
Well, this one day, this kid, and we were kind of annoyed with him. I don't even think we were friends with him at that point, but he saw us and he was like, "Ooh, aren't you guys supposed to be in this class? What are you guys doing there?" Oh, because me and her needed to go to the bathroom, or I needed to go to the bathroom, and then she went with me, whatever. We ended up leaving the classroom. And so then he saw us and he was like, "Aren't you guys supposed to be over here or whatever? Or what are you guys doing in there?" And we like were telling him, we were like, "Billy, like, that's what we're gonna call him. We're like, Billy, like, shh, like, don't say anything." He was like, "Ooh, I'ma tell. And, right,
lame as hell.
right. And we were like, "Dude, like, no, like, just be chill." And he was like, "No, I'm telling. Bro, tell me why this motherfucker went to tell."
Oh.
He went and snitched on us.
bogus.
He went and snitched on us, bro. And I knew at that point, so I knew that I had gotten in so much trouble that my next punishment was gonna be ASDA, which was at school suspension.
Those are so boring.
They are.
So I was like, oh my god! I was like, the teacher pulled us out, and I was like, fuck! I was like, I'm gonna get an ASDA. I was like, and my friend is over there freaking crying her eyes out. Like she's never gotten in trouble or anything. Like I was just, I guess, the bad influence, and because she was really just ditching for me, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh my god, and she's crying, and then I start crying. You see, then you see Billy just we see him from the classroom because the teacher like stopped us right there. She got out of her classroom, and he is walking. He like, you know how like the door was there and there would be like a pencil sharpener or like whatever. He walked in there and he's like smirking. Whoa! Oh, that pissed me off.
He bogus.
Yes. So whatever, they sent us to the principal's office, right? So he talks, and I already knew what was coming for me. I knew that I was gonna get that ASDA. But then I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna tell my parents? And I was like, then I was panicking, and because my parents were already getting upset because I was, constantly like getting sent to the office. Well, I was just like, whatever, like, I was like, I guess I won't tell my parents. So, I don't know what it was either, but me and the principal, I don't know if this was just because the principal always seen me or whatever, but him and I were cool. So, whatever, I saw him like 2 days later, or maybe the day after my ASDA, and you know what, that day was pretty dope. I was chilling. But anyway, so it was like a couple days after, and I saw him in the hall, and I was like, "Hey, yo, Mr. Because I don't know if I can say his name. I was like, "You know what? I have my permission slip in my locker. I forgot to give it to you in your office." He was like, "It's okay. Don't, like, you're good, Bro, I'm so glad that I didn't give him that because I forged my parents' signature for that too.
You did.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, there was plenty times of that too.
I feel like that's everyone, dude.
Yeah, but I was like, it was such a big thing, like ASDA. Like I was just like, oh my god, like
Especially
I don't
in
want to
sixth
tell my
grade.
parents. Yeah, I don't want to tell my parents. Like, I was just scared. Anyway, tell me why me and my friend were like, how are we gonna get this dude back? Like, we're like, he snitched on us. Like, we got in trouble. We wouldn't have gotten caught. Or maybe we would have because they take attendance.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still,
You know,
what the
but
fuck?
Like,
still.
it could have taken a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were like, how are we gonna do it? Dude, he signed up for cross country. So the sign up sheet was on there, and I don't know, I think me and my friend were just waiting to get into class, where we were standing right there and we saw his name. Bro, tell me why we scratched it.
You guys are fucking dumb.
We're like, let's scratch his name out. Like, that was gonna do anything, right?
Like, y'all ate.
Well, no, yeah, for real. What the hell? Fuck his extracurriculum.
Well, listen, then he ended up moving, and then we saw him again, like, during high school, but he ended up not going to the same high school as us. He actually went to your high school.
Oh.
And so, like, he moved over there or whatever. But we ended up seeing him, like, during our high school times, and then, we told him, like, we finally, like, we became friends and everything. Like, that was just dumb. Like, I'm telling you, like, he was just annoying. And then, so, yeah, we saw him, we were catching up with him, and we're like, hey, like, like, we still got some beef with you, like, with the whole, you snitching on us and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he was like, yeah, like, I'm sorry, like, that was childish, whatever, right?
Hey, my bad.
Right. You already did the damage. I already had ASDA. And we're like, it's okay, whatever. We're like, we scratched your name off the cross country list anyway.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, so he was like, man, no wonder I went to tryouts and they said that my name wasn't written on there. And we're like, yeah, that was us, like, you know, but.
Oh, no, anda con pinche pobrecito.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't
That's what he
care. I
gets.
mean, we got more in trouble.
Yeah.
So,
That's
anyway,
what he gets.
that was my story.
Funny as hell.
Childish, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I also have like a middle school one. So, I used to be like a huge pothead before, like smoke 12 times a day type shit.
Oh my.
And
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
And so where I was living at the time, there's a lot of trees everywhere, whatever. So there's like a lot of trails you can go on. So I think we did this after school. It was like a group of us. I think like 5 or 6 of us, 5 of us, I think. And we went across the field. We went to this one trail right there, and we were just smoking and whatever. And then we came back because there's like after school stuff like what's it called, tutorial, which is basically when there's a class that you can go to like do work, or so like if you need to go to tutorial for math, like you'll be in there with the math teacher and like you could just do work or study or whatever, or like make up tests or whatever. So I think we were just going because they also have that, but then also like some boys and girls club type of thing after school program. And so I think we just like we all split up, we did whatever. Well, I forgot how, but either somebody snitched to the principal or something, and he I love making fun of him because he give me your notebook. This is him walking everywhere. Everywhere. Always on his damn iPad, bro. And like so someone was like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, he's coming around the corner, you guys go. And we were like running around the whole school, and like the school was like an outside school also, so there was classes inside, but on the border there was classes outside. So we were like going from inside to outside, and like he's just just like trying to find us and shit. And then eventually he found us, or like one of us or whatever. And then I forgot what happened after that, where we went or whatever, but like we were blasting, you know, we were high, and one of the guys that was smoking with us, he had the weed in his locker at school, and I think somebody snitched about that too, and
That's
like
crazy.
Yeah, we saw them open it up, and like he had it hidden like up here or whatever, and I'm pretty well. He got suspended, you know, duh. But the rest of us, we had to do in school therapy.
What?
They do that just to piss you off.
Yeah.
So like every Thursday or something, before or after lunch, like they would pull us from class and we would go there and like, oh, so what makes you feel this way? Why did you do it or whatever?
So
like that type of
lame.
shit.
Right.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure we got suspended too on top of that. But the other guy, he got more.
I'm gonna put my feet right here.
The other guy, he got more, and we got, I think, like 3 days. And yeah, so that's what happened. It don't sound that crazy now I'm saying it out loud.
No,
No, it does. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, that was
crazy.
like that was the most crazy thing I ever was
Like,
like
had to
a
go
part
through?
of. Yeah.
That
I
is
think.
like such a stupid punishment.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is.
They
Yeah.
couldn't
Therapy?
like therapy, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they offered therapy in
So
school.
what
school,
emotions
yeah.
are you trying to
Right.
numb?
So tell me, how do you feel about that?
But yeah.
What would you even tell them?
Yeah.
Huh?
What would you even tell
bullshit
them? Right.
I don't remember. We were just joking around. I mean, like they had a therapist that came from like an actual place.
Oh,
And it wasn't like the counselor.
there was people like that.
Yeah,
Don't
it
you
wasn't
have
like.
No.
I don't know. I don't know.
No?
I'm pretty sure it was like for substance abuse or something, but like it wasn't that serious. It was just a little weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's honestly not that bad.
No,
Weed
people
leads
make
to
a
more.
big. Yeah, that's
And
what
it
they say all the
is.
time. Not all the time though.
No, not.
that is crazy. That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, but it was crazy because my mom was working at the school at the time, so it also just made it more crazy for me. But yeah, I don't know. It sounds more.
No,
It
it's
is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bad to the
I mean, if you think about it,
Da-na-na-na-na.
they're so young and they're smoking in school. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like, you
Yeah.
can sit here and be like, oh, we're sub kids.
But
Like,
nowadays they like vape in the bathroom. Like,
yeah, that was
Well,
my
yeah.
generation type
At,
shit.
at least we went
That's-
off
yeah.
to the trail. Like we didn't do it right there.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh,
Can
go
I
ahead.
do mine? Okay, mine's actually kind of weird.
Oh.
So I actually hit someone with a Henny bottle. I almost broke their head.
Wait, this was not in school?
No, this got nothing to do
Okay.
with school. Okay, so how did it happen? Okay, so I was gonna go hang out with someone that I was dating at the time, and then so me and my friend, we went to go pick him up, and we already got a Henny bottle. I think I was 18, 19 at the time. So we went to go pick him up, and then we went to go buy a Henny bottle. And so we just started drinking or whatever. I only took one little sip of it. Like, I wasn't even drunk because I had a high tolerance for Hennessy at the time. And then so the guy tells me, he's like, oh, can we go pick up my friend? Because it was kind of like a 2-man thing because I had my friend with me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. So we went to go pick up his friend, and apparently I was like driving horribly when I was driving perfectly fine. So this man, like, he just starts like yelling at me, like, bro, get the fuck out the car, like let me drive. So I was like, no, like, I'm fine, like, this is my car, like, I'm gonna drive. He's like, no, get the fuck out the car, like, I'm gonna drive. I was like, okay, fine, you can drive. And then like we just start arguing, like me and him just start arguing, like back and forth, like pretty bad. And then, so, you know what this dude does? So he's driving, but then he puts his seat all the way back where I am, like, behind him. And then the girl sits next to him, and I'm sitting next to the friend. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say this is him right now driving, and he just he reclines his seat all the way back where it hits my legs. And he did that shit on purpose. So I just started spazzing out. I start grabbing, like, there was bottles of water at the behind my car. So I grabbed the bottle of water. I just start like showering him with water because I was so fucking pissed. And then
That's fucking funny.
dude, I was so pissed. And then I just start and I think no, I did. I punched him, and then like he said like that didn't even hurt. And then after that, like, I see the Henny bottle, and I just, like, doinked his fucking head.
Oh my god.
Bro, when I tell you this man got so fucking mad, he was so pissed. He skirted to, like, a parking lot. This part's not that funny, but he skirted into a parking lot, and he goes to where I am, and he just starts, like, beating the fuck out of me. Like, I'm already, like, so this is, like, the seat, right? And I'm, like, already, like, on my back, and he's just, like, trying to, like, beat me up. And I had, like, bruises right here. Like, my lip was busted and everything. My nose ring was, like, bleeding.
What?
Yeah, just because I hit him with a Henny bottle.
Just because of that.
Well, I mean, what the hell? Like, I'm a girl. How the fuck is you gonna beat me up like
he
that?
should have just shut up and
What
let
did
you
the other
drive.
guy
and
do?
give it-
He was just watching. He was like, damn, like, you know, he got out of the car because he thought that the cops were gonna get involved because me and him were arguing pretty fucking bad.
Wow.
But so it was actually the girl that got him off me. Cause she's tall and she's big, so she got him off of me. Like a whole other female got him off of me. Old boy just got out of the car and just ran away because he was like, nah, like y'all gonna get 12 like on us, who this and that.
Wait, so who was your friend that you were originally with? Oh, the girl.
Yeah,
the girl
it
was your friend. Okay.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad. So his head was all busted, like, cause dude, yeah, I hit him in the hip because all you hear is like a doink, like, dude. I'm surprised I didn't break that fucking. I should have, but I'm surprised I didn't break. Yeah, that was probably the wildest thing I've ever done.
Wow.
Damn, I should have gone first because my
Well, what's yours?
the wildest thing I've ever done is like, me and my cousin slept over at my oldest sister's house. Me and my little cousins, we were around like 12 to 15. And my little sister. And they went to bed, like, we got really bored. So we got out the window from the bathroom. And it was like middle of the night. And we walked to this gas station that was in the corner. But we were in the ghetto.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what kind of makes it like kind of crazy. Like,
So you were in the hood.
yeah, the hood. And I remember like jumping out the window, and dude, we were so young. It's disgusting because we were like fresh meat. Like guys were
my
just
God.
yelling at us.
Oh my God.
It was crazy. We did end up in the gas station. We bought what we needed to go. We on our way back to the house. That's when we just kept hearing guys like here and there. Yeah, and we were so young. Like,
And guys out there are so fucking thirsty.
disgusting.
Guys in general, dude.
Disgusting.
Freaking
That's the wildest thing
pigs.
I've ever done. But
I mean, that was pretty bad. Like, what the
Yeah,
hell? You were in
that is
danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have took you.
yeah, you guys don't know where we are. How can you kind of describe like ghetto?
Well, we're in like the middle. I feel like it could be like /ghetto/
Not.
nice. Yeah, like it's just kind of like a mixture.
I don't know, that Walmart that we went to was pretty fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I told you. Hey, that's why I warned you.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh
that's
my
why I don't claim that Walmart.
Please don't. That was, oh my god.
Even though it's like a minute away, I don't claim it.
Yeah, don't even use it.
I'm
Do you know what person is?
Yeah.
It's that area, like that whole.
Oh, I
area.
used to fail.
Yeah.
God.
That's
I see
really nice.
stuff.
It was. Oh yeah.
Oh my
it was.
god, stop.
Yeah.
What's
I'm sorry, how old were you?
I was probably around 15, 14. They
Yeah,
were
girl.
the youngest, probably like like 12, and then my little sister was like maybe like 13.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they were. The little one was little.
Dude.
Yeah.
Wait, and what time was this at? I don't know if I
It was
missed
like late night. It was like 12. Everybody was sleeping. Like my sister, her boyfriend.
you guys were tripping.
Yeah, at that time I feel like everybody was out, especially for those type of people.
Yeah.
We were crazy. I don't even know how we did it. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So we never told anybody until we were kind of older. But my sister never woke up.
What did y'all even get from the gas station?
Snacks. We were watching movies in the living
course.
room.
Y'all could have just got snacks from the fridge.
No, she
They probably has anything, yeah.
From the futon or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
From the futon.
Or the where all the food comes from.
The futon?
Is that not what it's called?
No,
The
it's
pantry.
called the
pantry.
pantry.
Futon's like a
Futon
chair.
is the
like
chair. The one that you have the ones that you guys have in your basement.
the black one?
The black ones?
Oh, those are futons?
Yes.
I don't even know what a futon is.
A futon is like a foldable bed, pretty much. A foldable couch. Like it turns into, and it's uncomfortable.
Fun fact, you know, my parents made me sleep in one of
In a
those
futon?
next to the freaking garage for like a year.
No, yeah, I got you. Okay, so there was this one time me and Celeste, we went out. We were like, girl, like, let's try this. Because we always go to, like, the same bars and clubs every time. So we were like, okay, well, we found this new one. And there was this new one that me and her went to in the city. And it had, like, reggaeton, bachata, like, corridos, like, anything you could think of. And then, so me and her got super fucking drunk, like, super drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
we pregame pretty hard.
Yeah.
And then we still kept drinking. They actually were not going to let us in. But it was... No,
What's
but listen.
new?
Listen.
no, but this actually wasn't our fault.
It wasn't our fault because her brother dropped us off. And then... Did I get out the car or you did?
You got out the car.
I got out the car and somebody put a bottle right there. And I kicked it on accident. So, you know, you hear it rolled away.
Yeah.
And then I heard it and I looked up and I saw it. They were like... And I was like, fuck, man. They heard, like, they
thought we were
they're going to
drunk.
think it's us.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, that they were gonna think it's us, and then we get out, whatever. Her brother took off already, and then we were there, and then the guy was like, "No, you guys are good," and I was like, "No, sir, please, that wasn't us. Like, I swear, like,
Yeah, like we had to like bat our eyes.
yeah,
like, please, sir.
yeah." I
let
was
us
like,
through.
"Sir," and you were kind of being like, "No, fuck this, let's just go," and I was like, "No, sir, please, it wasn't us. There was a bottle there." Da da da. And then he was like. No. He was like, no, you guys are good. So then me and her go off to the side. We're like, fuck, okay, where else can we go? Like, let's get an
We were
Uber.
just like
Let's find
trying to
something
search
else.
everything.
And then the whole time, the security, he went to where we were talking about. He saw the bottle there, and he was like, okay, I guess you guys are telling the truth. I was like, yeah, well,
Right.
I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, dude, that shit pissed me off so fucking bad. Like I thought they were.
I
gonna let
knew
us
they
in.
were gonna say something about. I was like, fuck, man.
So we just had a long night, and then they started giving out like mouth shots, like everybody like.
Oh, yeah, they
shots.
did, yeah.
So me and her kept like going up to the line.
I can only imagine them running back to the bar.
Because there was a stage, and there was this girl with a bottle of Patron. She was like, hey. And me and her just kept going.
And they still gave them to you guys?
Yes.
That's crazy.
So-
Where was this
I mean,
at?
because there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
Where was this at?
It was in the city.
Oh, that's the one place that they were trying to get me to go up to. Okay.
Yeah.
All
And I was too,
You did tell me about this
that
one.
I took pictures.
Yeah,
and then,
you did.
Yeah, because
pictures.
there was this camera guy around.
Uh-huh,
And
yeah.
I don't know why.
Yep.
The poor dude, like, I'm like, let me get a picture with him. And I did.
I remember now.
With the Legos.
Dude, I was such a hot mess. That poor man, like, I even took his hat and everything.
No,
like,
y'all look like y'all were having fun though. in the
Y'all look
picture.
like y'all were in love or something.
So then towards the end of the night, like we couldn't find a ride, so we started talking to some guys, and we were like, but they didn't speak English, they just spoke Spanish, like they were Cubans, because I could tell by like their accent. So I was like, hey, like, can you give us a ride, like we live here and here. And they're like, oh hell yeah, like we'll give you a ride. So we just let these mind you, we're so intoxicated, so we just let these random two dudes just give us a ride home.
And they were easy, like, just, you didn't have to convince them?
No, they were just
Of course not. Are you kidding me?
No, because like when we got out the club, the guys that were like that we were kind of talking to, like the whole time with the camera thing or whatever, they were outside, and then we were all talking, and they were trying to get us to get to their house or something. And we were like, yeah, you remember that? Yeah. And we were like, no, like, we're trying to go home. Like, and then they were like, okay, well, bye, whatever. And then me and her were looking for, like, should we get an Uber or should we go somewhere else? And then the two guys that we're talking about, they were actually waiting outside of the club.
They were.
They were just waiting there. And then we saw them, and then they walked over, I think, and then they started talking to us, and then... I mean, I don't remember exactly because they were speaking Spanish, so...
Yeah, that's when I asked them, I was like, oh, well, is there any way that you could give us a ride back home? They're like, yeah, like, can we just hang out for a bit? And I was like, oh, okay, fine. So they were, like, cruising around for a little bit, and then they finally took us home. And then we were staying outside my house just, like, talking, and we didn't get to Celeste's house till, like, 6 or 7 in the morning.
Whoa! Wait, were they cool?
They were cool, yeah, they were fine.
Nothing happened?
No, they were fine.
They just wanted girls to cruise around.
Yeah.
Just stay in the back and look
They just wanted to be cool.
Yeah.
They're
like,
they just...
We're like, oh, we got
Hey, yeah, they wanted
roll
the next day.
So they see.
Right. The next day they were like, hey, yeah, we had 2 girls.
Yeah. Well, we always, every time we go out, we always find a ride. Like, there's always guys offering rides, which
like,
we should not do.
Guys, yeah.
But there was this one time we went to the bar that's near us, and, like, we got really fucked up. Like, really fucking bad fucked up. And we had... no idea how we couldn't even like look at our phone, like to be honest, like we were fucked up.
Like I was like,
and and so we just gotta get home.
and Celeste is on the fucking bench. Liz, we gotta
I can see that,
dude. Us together.
Hey, you don't have to tell me.
I can't imagine.
You don't have to tell me.
No, and then we were just like there, and then I don't know what happened. Like we were just there.
There was this one guy that was trying to like take us with him. I remember the dude with the dreads.
No, he was talking to you.
Cause you were passed out damn near on the bench, right?
No, I was standing the whole time, and I was just like this looking. Just looking around, and like I saw him, and then you guys were talking for a bit, and I think I did hear him like say to come with us, and then I think you were like no, and then he went, and it was like a whole group of people because they had just closed the bar.
Yeah.
So we were just like out there, and then everybody was moving that way, and then we were still there, and we were like, damn, like
how do we
go home?
Yeah,
and then we were just there, like I feel like we were alone for like not even 10 minutes, maybe less.
Dude.
And then these 2 guys pull up in their Jeep.
Yeah.
And then they were like, are you guys okay? Like, and we're like, oh, yeah, we're fine. We're just trying to figure out how to get home. Mm-hmm. And then I think you asked them to take us home.
I did.
Yeah, and they took us home.
Like nothing. Well, no, they took us
Oh, my God. I was about to say, this is such a nice story.
Wait, hold on. This is so fucking funny.
Because, okay, wait, what happened? I wanted food, right?
She wanted McDonald's. She was like, can you guys stop at McDonald's?
I needed my Big Mac.
And then we stopped at McDonald's and we got to
And then I actually had to pee, and then Celeste had to throw up. So, yeah, they were helpful.
They were really
he was
nice,
like holding her hair, panting. And then this dude was hiding me while I was just squatting it out.
Y'all got lucky.
They were actually really
You
nice.
know what?
Yeah.
You guys have to be careful.
Yeah. You guys can
not everyone's like that.
And I think, were they sober? Yeah, right?
Yeah, they were sober.
Yeah,
and we were so funny. We were like, why are you guys doing this? We're like in the back. We're like, why are you guys doing this? You guys are so nice. Like,
yeah, they didn't say anything. They were. I think they were Mexican.
They were.
Right? Yeah, because I was putting some pinche doble P in the fucking car. Because I asked if I could connect.
They had a freaking Jeep too.
Y'all got lucky.
Yeah, and they took us home like nothing. Like we didn't even give them money, no nothing.
No,
like
they
they
were
were
guardian angels.
They literally just took us home like nothing.
Yeah, I need
No
to stop
joke.
doing that.
No, in all seriousness, yeah,
I think
you
we
guys
only
need
did
to
that
stop.
those 2 times.
No, y'all tried to do it with
Dude,
me too.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
When?
Oh, I mentioned.
Oh yeah, I mentioned. Yeah.
I remember that one.
It didn't work out.
No.
We ended
Good.
up
Ew. Are you kidding me? I would be so scared if you guys told me that you guys got a ride from someone there. From there.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we didn't.
Guys, I'm about to scold all of you guys.
Dude, I made out with some random ass dude over there.
I mentioned?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so, I don't know.
He was cute. He had like tattoos and
the one that was like manhandling you.
Yeah.
When they had to cut out his liver.
Girl, I saw him in the video. That was not cute at all.
Dude, it's funny because me and Celeste literally looked at her at the most perfect time because she came out for air. And she was like,
come here. Like fucking Scorpion or some shit.
Dude, and then the next day, like I had like the biggest hickey. I had a big ass fucking bruise. My lip was busted.
Yeah, that guy did not look like he was. Yeah, there was nothing cute about that. That was alert. Abuse,
I wasn't complaining. Was I complaining?
Hey, she was.
No.
Hey, she went right back after she got that breath.
I mean,
Dude, it was a long time.
Other than those 3 times, did we do that again?
I gotta think.
I can't remember.
The fact that you guys can't even remember.
I know. You guys have to be careful.
Yeah.
No.
At least we make it home safe.
mija.
Yeah, we make it home.
No.
We're not drinking
what
and
did I tell
driving.
you guys?
Just,
No.
it takes one bad person to come
Exactly. Yes.
I feel like the one with the dreads was a bad person because he looked sketchy
definitely.
as hell.
That interaction didn't even last that long though.
No, right?
I almost got had a bad experience the time that my friend left me at the club.
Yeah.
And that guy was assaulting me actually. And nobody would help me.
Yeah.
Oh, at least we have each other.
Yeah.
Just watching who gets assaulted and won't even happen. No, but we never gotten assaulted while we were at the club. If anything, we're enjoying our time with.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we just have fun. And then the next morning, I just wake up with like 5 different numbers. Hey, beautiful, do you remember me? I'm like, no, I don't. I actually blocked the look.
Oh my god. So guys, let's surrender and submit. Surrender and submit. Imagine if we just do that every time. We're like,
Salió gay. The guy that sings it?
see?
George Michael?
Dude, so many like artists that like just came out.
He's so handsome too.
That's so freaking
But he's
crazy,
dead
man.
now, so.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. We can pause this concept.
Did you ever think like Juan Gabriel was?
Mija. Yes!
No, because he never openly came out.
Girl,
That
he's
was a different
gay!
time. Maybe he just didn't say it. There's a lot of people who just act it and they don't really come out and say it.
Yeah, it's like saying Elton John wasn't gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Elton John came out.
So did Juan Gabriel.
No, he didn't.
Did he
Juan
not?
Gabriel never came
Tiene
out.
novios.
He did.
Oh, wait, are we thinking about the same one?
Juan Gabriel is the one that sings the...
¿Cómo se llama?
How dude, I've been obsessed with this
It's
song.
a gay-
Vamos a Noa.
Yeah, he's gay.
Well, yeah, but he never came
I
out.
don't think he ever came on and said it.
He's... Ya falleció, right?
Yeah.
Damn, so we can't even ask her.
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
R.I.P. So, have you guys ever gotten in trouble or gotten anyone in trouble at work?
At work?
At work.
Got in trouble at work.
Oh, okay. Damn, this is kind of hard to answer.
To answer, really?
Got anyone in trouble at work or if I got in trouble?
No, I go do my job.
Yeah?
I ain't lazy.
Hey,
You've never gotten in trouble at work?
No.
I don't think so.
Literally, the only time I've ever gotten in trouble at work is for having a stank face. When I was
Really?
Oh, I had
I-
heard that too.
when I
before.
worked at the little market. That was my first job.
Oh.
And they left a note for me and said, "Make sure you guys are smiling at the customer."
Wow.
That's
I remember.
stupid.
Yeah, I remember. Well, it's because like that was my first job. I'm all alone. Like I'm not gonna be like, "Hola."
¿Cómo está?
All enthusiastic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And gotten somebody at work, I have kind of, not really.
No?
It's hard.
Like
I
what?
can't even talk.
Oh.
Well,
talk
I
about
think
mine.
the only time I got in trouble was like at Denny's. That was like my very first job. I was like 16, and that's because I sucked at my job. Like the office, he's like, every week you always make a mistake. Like you need to pick it up
Oh,
before.
but that's petty.
Yeah, he was like, you need to pick it up before I fire you. Yeah, like like they were really bogus. So
Yeah,
don't work at Denny's.
I wasn't gonna.
They hurt my feelings.
I feel like Denny's is a really bad, like, weird job to work at, like, bad job. I feel like they never have employees either.
No, I was a hostess. Like I said, I was only like I was only getting paid like $9 an hour.
That's crazy.
That's how long ago it
Because you
was.
live off tips. That's,
Yeah, but
crazy.
it was pretty bad. Yeah, they didn't like me at all.
No.
I hated everyone. So
That's crazy. I actually got someone in trouble, but that's because he was being a fucking creep, first of all. So this guy, I had already started working there for a while, and then this guy became a new manager, and so whatever, we started working, but I started noticing he was like such a creep, like towards all the girls that would come in. He was just very flirtatious. Keep in mind, hey, he was married. He was married and he had kids. Hey. So,
kids.
Hey, he had kids. Hey, he was married. I'm married. And so, whatever, he was just being weird, and that's how he started like kind of acting towards me. But whatever, I didn't really care. Like, I just like noticed it, right? It was just something to keep in mind. But like, we started working like more and more and more, and he just started becoming even weirder with me, like just very like touchy and very like just inappropriate. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I'm not really liking this. So then I told my mom, I was like, yo, like, what should I do? You know, like I don't know what to do. I don't even feel comfortable working with him. It's like, now he's like I have to literally work with him all the time, and he's over here like just being very flirty, and I don't like it. Like, it's just making me uncomfortable. So my mom told me, he was like, hey, snitch on him. So I was like, all right, say less. So then it was like the most awkward thing that I had to do, like to tell like my boss, like, hey, like I don't want to work with this guy anymore because I feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And also something to note is that every time like he started going with a specific girl too, and he would go outside, like if she would come in, so I didn't really say where I worked. So I worked at a gas station. So,
oh my god, that's all I knew.
Yeah. So this was at a gas station. So he would go outside to the pump with her, and he would just literally be like flirting with, like, just literally, like they would just hang out. I don't know if the girl like was interested or whatever, but hey, I started snapping pictures because I was like, you know what, like this guy's getting weird. Hey, right. Hey, and it wasn't just him, it wasn't just her with her, it was just multiple girls. So I was like, let me just start taking pictures, so that way when it like if something ever happens, like at least I have proof, or like I have something to back me up. So whatever. So my mom finally told me to tell him, and then I had like a sit down with my boss, and it was just the weirdest, like, most uncomfortable, like, thing. Like, it was just weird. Like, I didn't like going up to someone and be like, I don't want to work with this person. And, like...
Why? How old were you?
I was 18.
Oh, well, then, that kind of has something to do with it.
Yeah, and he was grown. He was grown. Dude, he had kids and everything. Yeah, he was married. Yeah, he was married.
That's worse.
Yeah. He was probably, I want to say that he was in, like, his late 30s or 40s.
So you did talk to your boss?
Yeah.
And what do you do about it?
So then I talked to my boss, and pretty much, like, I had to, like, write a report and everything, and, like, she like, pretty much told me, since nothing had actually happened, that they weren't going to be able to do anything to him.
Oh, that's bogus.
Yeah, but they did transfer him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
but they couldn't like fire him or something. I don't know, because he was like upper class, or like I said, like he didn't actually do anything.
So hard to get fucking fired.
Right.
Yeah, I have a story like that with
and
my
that's
old
why
job.
I told you, because I remember you telling me.
Yeah, at my old job at Tony's. I don't give a fuck.
Right. I told you. I told you guys. As soon as I knew about the story, I told you that I knew that you were gonna have a story.
I worked at the bakery department, and I would always be by myself for the most part, unless like it was like this shift change, and she would tell me whatever happened or whatever. And there was like 4 managers there, I think. Like 3 assistant and like the general, like, of the whole thing. And there was this one assistant manager that I think his name was Carlos, I don't give a fuck. Hey, he's fucking weird. And I just would always see him in my department, like, just looking at me, and I'm like,
yeah, like,
what the fuck? What are you looking at?
Yeah.
And
he like what he see.
Hey, he's grown as hell. He's creepy as hell. Like he be looking at the bread, like, like,
yeah,
bro,
so obvious, right?
Yeah, obvious as hell. Or like sometimes he just straight stand there and look at me, like, bro, what are you looking at? And I only worked there for like 4 months, and from start to end, he was doing that. And I went up to I would tell, like, same thing, like my grandma or my mom, like, about this manager, and they said to tell on him and whatever. So I mentioned to one of the female managers if I could talk to the upper manager, whatever. And I told her, I kind of explained a little bit of what I was wanting to talk about, and she goes, yeah, well, do you want me to go in there with you? And I was like, yeah, sure. And because I was comfortable, I wasn't comfortable. And that was definitely my first time doing something like that. And this was before I was ever a manager, so like I like was really nervous. And so I was talking to the guy, and I was like, I was talking to the guy, and I was telling him, like, this manager, he keeps kind of like looking over at me to make me really uncomfortable, like, I know it's not necessarily like some type of assault, but it's like
Right.
harassment, you know. I feel like it's harassment. Like every shift I'm trying to do my fucking job, packaging up these damn cookies. Right. I'm losing count on the 18 count. Because I keep seeing this motherfucker just peering over me. Yeah. Like, bruh. And then the guy, he was bogus with me. He was like, well, did he do anything to you? Like,
oh my god, it's always that.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm telling you, it happens.
Right.
And I'm like, well, no. And he goes, well, I mean, he didn't do nothing. So, I mean, you know, if he does something, then let us know. But I mean, and then I was like, bruh. So then I think I told him then and there, like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to put my 2 weeks in then because I'm not comfortable. That's
good. Yeah.
And then I didn't even finish it out because this was like a little bit after COVID, like when it was like the year after, I think, when we still had to wear our masks and like everybody, like if you said somebody close to you had it, they were like, oh, okay, well, you don't stay. Yeah. So then I was like in the middle of a shift. It was actually on my birthday. It was in the middle of my shift and I was like, you know what? What am I doing here? Yeah. And I was like, I texted my manager. I was like, hey, I heard that someone in my family had COVID. Like, I gotta go. And then she was like, okay. I left all the shit there, and I just left. I didn't even close it. Yeah.
Because they didn't even listen to you.
No. Yeah. And then, I never... She was asking me when I come back, and, yeah.
Oh, no, that's good. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what I would have done if they would have just, like, kept him there or whatever. Because it's like I said, it was just way too much. Like, it's like it started off like really slowly, but then it's like the touching and everything. Like, I was like, all right, dude, like,
why would you want to wait till something actually happens? Exactly. Like, let me tell you something right now before it actually happens, you fucking idiot. Right. Like, how about
that's so crazy though.
And I think I heard that manager already had complaints like similar.
That's
so what the fuck?
Man. And he's still there.
What?
No. Yeah. I haven't been there in a while, like maybe a year. But I've definitely seen him there still.
No way.
That's crazy, dude.
That's really bad.
That is so bad.
I'm gonna report him just for you.
He's kind of short and stubby. He got glasses. He looked like a creep. His name's Carlos.
Oh, hey, Carlos.
Carlos from what, Tony's?
Hey, you guys go to Tony.
Hey, and they dirty as hell, too.
Oh, yeah, you did say that before, right?
Yeah, I had... Should I say?
Yeah. Just put them on blast.
I think I posted it in, like, our city's, like, Facebook page. And I commented about it and whatever, but my manager, so, like, I don't know what it was. We had dirty-ass sponges, and, like, when I got there, the sponges were fine, but, like, it's like nobody was scrubbing anything. So, like, I was, like, scrubbing the fuck out of these trays to the point that these sponges and, like, the wire one, it was, like, fucked up. They were dirty and they were broken. Yeah. Like, it kind of felt like they were just going, like, yeah. And I was like, bro, get this shit clean.
Right. And, yeah, for real.
And, so then my manager one day, she's like, oh, you know, the health inspector's coming, so whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I threw away the sponge and I was like, I'm going to go get another one because we have like a sheet where we could just write stuff off and just go get it off the counter and whatever. And I got a new sponge and I put it there and the old one was a yellow one. The new one was a red one. And then, bro, tell me why the yellow one was on the sink with the red one. And I threw it away already.
No.
Yeah.
That is disgusting.
And like I took a picture of it too. I don't know why I took a picture of it when I threw it away, and it was underneath. It wasn't even in a bag. It was on the trash bin, and like, and they took it out and they put it there, and I was like.
I ain't shopping there no more.
No,
I never
at least the bakery. You don't get nothing in the bakery that's in the in the thing or the pan that's on the side. Yeah. Like there's a lot of stuff that comes already pre-made. Like they have like the cake slices. Like those are pre-made and like it's whatever. But
other
like
than that, hell
no, nothing else.
Oh my god,
the bolillos, all that, no.
Stop.
Pete's or Tony's.
Tony's.
Well, yeah, Tony's low-key kind of like Pete's is where it's at.
That's the one. That's the one next to. Oh, well, Little Caesars, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It looks clean to me.
Yeah.
My mom wanted to work there.
They hired me on the spot. That was a red flag right there.
Yeah,
right.
That is a red flag.
Mm-hmm. That is.
People only last there a couple months. That's why they're always hiring.
Yeah.
And it's for a reason.
That's
horrible. So crazy. I actually like my Tonys, but now you're making me scared. 'Cause what if they're all like that?
Nah.
No, probably not.
Probably just that one. Because over there, that area is too fucking ghetto.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
the
say,
ghetto
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Even though they got some
nasty in
good ass
there.
gorditas, but other than that.
Oh, the Don Angel?
Yeah. Those
They're
are
good?
so good. Yes,
I
dude.
see them every time when I
They're
turn.
agua de guayaba.
I don't like guayaba.
You don't? Oh, yeah, you just say that.
Yeah. But some gorditas, ooh, I could
Gordita.
smack some.
Real good.
Wow. Well, that's freaking crazy, guys. This was a nice chat.
Just was.
I feel like it was a little more serious, right?
Kind of.
Yeah. I mean, we still had our laughs,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like,
Yeah, it was a little serious.
Yeah, but
All right, well,
Hey.
till.
stay out of trouble.
Oh, yeah, because we're going
No
out
more
right
strangers.
now.
Hey,
we
no
got
more
plans
free
tonight.
rides.
Hey, we going
Yeah, no
out.
more free rides. No more free rides.
All right, see you guys next time.